And Winter Wyvern.
No, there's no fucking PowerPoint. Stop DMing me.
Sorry.
There's no I'm gonna need a PDF.
Alright. This is just gonna be like logistics and shit. This shouldn't be too long. We're gonna have like the raid review shit. That's not now. Okay, that's gonna be on the week before the raid launches. So like the week before September 10. So probably the Thursday before. So it's like the closest time to the raid without actually like doing shit. But I'll finalize all that. But just plan for the Thursday before season 1 launches, a heroic week to do the raid review shit. First things first. Who am I echoing on? Is it Ultron?
Probably.
So we talked about coming into season 4. The goal was supposed to be pretty much just sales. Let me see here. I think we've done a pretty good job about that. I think thus far, season 4, you guys, for guild cuts only, have made 160 plus million.
Holy fuck.
So none of you guys are poor anymore, theoretically. Okay, so I mean, you guys haven't been fucking doing any roll downs or anything, death rolls either.
Yet.
So unless you wasted your gold on something stupid, you should all not be poor going into Dragonflight.
Flavor pockets are at 300 gold. What do I do about that?
Right.
Wait, actually, they're at 300?
Oh,
Yep.
you hold, dude. You hold until it rebounds.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Wait.
Sure.
you hold
Always.
until season 1 next X pack. When
And then
people
they
think
work?
they're buying the updated version, they're gonna look up the flavor pocket and they're gonna accidentally buy your shit.
No, that's actually sick.
Okay.
We still plan to do sales and shit for us at expansion. With the exception of this week. So this week, like I said last week, we're gonna do our Frock mounts will go to Crank plus one person that is supposedly gonna farm for us for at least the first season of War Within. And then we should be back to sales next week, judging off like how difficult it was. So if it's overtly hard for some reason because of all the changes or it's buggy or whatever, we'll just do 1. If nothing's changed difficulty wise, we'll do 2, which is we'll do the double sale in 1 run or whatever that is worth. The cuts probably won't be as big as they have been in the prior weeks, just because we're not doing double runs most likely, or unless this is severely easier than before. So pots will probably be around like 10 to 15 mil, or even less if it's only 1 person. When our pots before are around 18 to 21 mil, so won't be as much, but it's still a little bit for the last 4 weeks. Next thing, so we're gonna go over quickly a couple of roster changes. So 2 people will be stepping down from raiding, going into War Within. I don't think they're in here right now, but it'll be Lobster and Choser. Neither one of them will be like leaving the guild or anything. Both of them are kind of starting new jobs in like mid-August, around War Within time. So if things change in the future, then maybe we'll explore that again. But as of for Lobster, I think this would be his last raid week, and then Choser would be raiding with us until the end of the expansion, just whatever we need him to fill for.
On the terms of roster, do we have like a spreadsheet of what everyone's playing?
Yeah, I'll post that in a sec.
Okay.
For the new people that are coming in, or returning people, so we have Gallon's going to retrial again as a warlock. Rami is going to retrial again as a warrior slash. I don't know what his X is. I think it's Rogue or Hunter, depends. Rogue is kind of dog shit right now, so he's kind of wary of it. And then obviously Adren is here.
We're gonna be good, trust.
Right. Adren is here, and he's going to be playing Hunter slash Mage, most likely, going into War Within. What the fuck? Why are you guys... No notes. No Google Doc. You already came late. You're fucking distracting. Alright, I'm gonna post an announcements after the meeting, but I was gonna bring it up now just for more visibility. They did post a last round of Mythic Raid test, or supposed last round of Mythic Raid testing on Thursday. Same time. So it'd be 3 bosses. It'd be the first boss, Sikrin, and Council. I think those are the bosses that received the most of the changes, just mechanically, or even with like private aura changes. I know Silken Court's pretty fucking different with how if you played it or if you saw it, the orbs are entirely different mechanic now. And then Sikrin, they just made different things private auras and different things not private aura. So like if you did the testing with us before, the shit that we made that basically numbered you 1, 2, 3, 4 should technically be privated now. I don't know if there's a workaround for it. But then Decimate should not be private aura anymore, although there was a workaround for that before. And then they changed a couple things with the first boss, but it's a first boss, so it's not too bad. So if you're available between 2 and 5 EST on Thursday, I know it's short notice. Obviously, it'd be great for you just to come. If it's just a few people again, we'll plug into some group. Really, the most like I hope to get out of this is just weak horror shit. And I noticed this last second, and I know it's at 2 p.m. on an EST on a weekday, so I know it's like not good times. But again, if you're around, great. I'll put the post up after raid. Plan for rest of Dragonflight. So we have 4 weeks left, something like that. So continue with sales, like I said, and then so there's a couple of either main swaps or alt swaps that are happening. So you want to get those people. They don't have to be BIS or anything. I just don't want them in fucking 400 eye level gear, and then they're gonna be slower leveling. Okay, so we can especially now that theoretically Awaken should be open for all 3 raids starting today. Whenever servers come up, you can just do even like the easy bosses out of all 3. You could just teleport around and just do slam easy bosses and not have to think too much. And just that should get you like a good basis of gear.
You get 480 gear from the event.
Isn't that still kind of dog shit? Where are we at? 5 something?
Yeah, only 60
525
levels
at least.
lower.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not gonna make that.
Yeah, it's not like, obviously, dude, if you're fucking 400 level, but yeah, I mean, if it can get you very easily like 525 gear, why wouldn't we fucking do that? I'm not stressing about, like I said, I'm not stressing about getting everybody full BIS or anything. You're gonna replace that shit like 7 levels in, but just to make the opening levels at least smoother, right?
Getting ahead early is like a big
deal.
Jump in speed.
Yeah. So that what Recruity said is pretty true, and a lot of that has to do with, honestly, sometimes it's just luck. So if servers are shitting themselves, maybe you have another fucking Zeppelin that you had to teleport through. That's just luck based, right? But like if everything's smooth, killing things faster, getting ahead on the quest will separate you from the pack, and once you're ahead of the pack, you're not going to be like lagging as much anymore. You'll be like in a lot less dense zones. You're not like competing for mob tags or loot pickups anymore. So gear does help in that aspect, at least. Especially for alts too. Like when you went to all the first round of levelers are through, and you pick up your alt, I'm sure add-on people remember for Dragonflight, it'll feel a lot different, because even if it's scaled to your eye level, there is like a minimum at least, and it is higher than like old season 2 alts or whatever. Raid schedule. So for Heroic Mythic Week, so raid comes out week of September 10 for Heroic Week 1st. So especially with the announcement yesterday, they said that Mythic Plus would not be releasing with Heroic Week. So initially my thought was, because I didn't think that they said anything, so my thought was like, okay, Mythic Plus would just be out, it would be uncapped. My thought was our adjusted raid week would happen Heroic Week. But now with there being no Mythic Plus at all, I see less of a benefit to doing that Heroic Week, because all you really got to do, all you get to do are your Mythic Zeros. I think there's some shit with delves that can get you better gear. I don't know if they've spoken about any type of cap on delves on a Heroic Week. But there isn't any, I don't think at least there's any type of Mythic Plus like farm where you're gonna get any benefit from grinding something out for like a whole day ahead of heroic week at least. There is still that possibility that Tuesday is crap, right? So there's always like it could be like fucking today. Servers aren't expected to come up till 10 EST or even later, which is obviously cuts into our raid time. Usually this is an outlier. They don't last that late. I expect around 6 to 8 p.m. EST, but still. That means you don't have too much time to do your Mythic Zero World Tour. But regardless, whatever. And then Mythic Week, that's when Mythic Plus will come out. That's when I assume we'll see a lot more benefit from having an adjusted raid week, where we can have time to kind of grind out some gear before we head into raid again. But then here's the first thing we're going to toss back to you guys. I want your guys' opinions on what we should do. So there's a couple options. So A, you've already heard like what are the benefits and cons for all of them. Our adjusted raid week, and what I mean adjusted raid week is our Tuesday raid is changed to usually it's been Sunday. We can talk about what specific day it is later. That can be for heroic week, it can be for mythic week, it can be for both, or it can be for neither. Because we don't neither can be like we don't feel like the benefit from having the adjusted week matters anymore with how they're doing heroic week, mythic week now. So this is the first time I'm going back to you guys. What do you guys feel like this is the best kind of option of those four?
Can you tell us which days the raids are even? I don't even remember which days the raids come out.
Like which specific date? Like the weeks?
Yeah, the dates, yeah.
I think it's September 10 is double check. September 10 is the heroic week. So that Tuesday is September 10. That's heroic week. September 17 is the mythic week.
Yeah, and the question is, should we move both of those Tuesdays one Tuesday or neither?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think, this Tuesday right now, today, is an example of a good reason why it's a good idea to move it off Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's an outlier because they're adding a lot of systems. They won't be adding that many.
Oh, that everyone uses that excuse. They always fuck.
I mean, yeah, of course, I agree, but
I think it's more so
I
a
do think it is a
issue,
good
not
idea.
a systems
What
issue.
days would they move to?
I mean, in the past it's been Sunday, but like I don't want to focus so much right now on what day it is because we can solidify that later on. Let's focus on should we move it at all, and if so, which ones, or both, or neither, right? So.
And which are the two, heroic week and mythic week?
Yes.
I would say mythic week. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see what tuning is like, but as far as I'm aware, there hasn't really been an example of heroic week needing more than 2 days anyways. Right?
Keep in mind you're doing splits, right?
Yeah, we're doing splits and
even
normal
with
and
splits,
heroic.
Didn't we do that?
So let's
this tier?
just to review how this tier went first week, okay? And keep in mind heroic and mythic week were combined. We did group 1 through
Tindril, right?
not through Tindril, through Smolderon, and group 2 through Smolderon in the first 2 days. The last day we did split Tindril, so group 1 Tindril, group 2 Tindril, combined Farok, and then what was it, 3 bosses? 3 mythic bosses? Because you were pretty quick on that. So Narut, Agira, and Volcross on that Sunday. So we did. Oh, and I'm sorry, we did split normals on the first 2 days. So that Wednesday, Thursday, we did split normals, fully all the way cleared. We did through Smolderon, heroic, group 1, group 2, and then that Sunday was everything else. The two Tindrils, the 1 Farok, and the 3 mythic bosses.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Tim just put in chat. If I would say move both, but if we had to move just one, mythic week, heroic week is probably going to be less of a problem, right?
The first tier is always harder.
Yes.
Sure.
It's Speedy said.
It's
Because
also super up to heroic tuning, right? I think Farok was harder than.
I mean, for sure it's up to tuning, but at the same time, what's
no, not Raz, but like Nathri or something.
What's
right?
not up to tuning, or what makes it not up to tuning is, it's the largest eye level increase you're gonna see from what you're gonna be at versus what the raid is gonna drop.
There's also the added benefit of us moving a raid from Tuesday to, like, let's just say Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We do have extra days of Mythic 0 to add to our last raid day, and that would generally be on the harder fights of whatever, if there is any hard fights, like the last boss in the raid or something.
What benefit
Yeah.
would the extra mythic zeros? So I'm working under the assumption that you're basically capped to mythic zero within 2 or 3 clears, because that's like how it kind of was with.
And they're
So-
pretty low eye level, right?
So like I'm in my head,
I
I'm
don't think so.
envisioning like you're pretty capped on mythic zero gear by the 3rd week, so which is the 3rd reset. So I'm just like making that down to days as 2-3 resets if it is 2-3 days. Especially like eventually you're just like you're gonna be targeting specific items.
It depends how hard you go, right? Like I don't think everyone's going to be running with the full leather stack every single day, right? Whereas with 3 weeks, you'd probably run the same group every Tuesday. But I don't think
That's
the same
true.
group will be running every single day together.
That's true.
You're probably going to end up hugging it a lot of time.
I don't know if you're necessarily plugging it all the time, but I mean, but you're saying the extra mythic zero, it's gonna like let's say it's Sunday, right? My thought is like, okay, Sunday means was it 5 rounds at least of mythic zero? So by that point, is the difference between a 4 mythic zeros world tours and a 5 mythic zero world tours gonna be the bigger difference?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think necessarily that having more gear will make a difference anyways. But if we're gonna make any argument about it, just having the extra days will help, I think. I know that was like circular logic, but
Mythic 0 gear is Mythic 10 gear, or what was Mythic 10 gear, right?
No,
it's
Did
around
they-
Mythic 6.
it's
They
literally gonna,
changed it
Okay.
for next.
it's gonna be like the high end of LFR.
Well, the
So they
scaling
lowered
is
it?
different, Max. But
Well,
it's,
yeah, but I mean, currently it goes to heroic gear. Like that's what I'm asking. Like they
It
yeah,
lowered
goes
someone
to
linked me the
heroic.
numbers yesterday, and I went and compared it to Dragonflight Season 1 numbers, and it was like 32 eye levels under Mythic was where like the Mythic 10 was.
The thing you're missing from that though is the Season 1 Dragonflight didn't have any upgrade path. It's like you can upgrade these Mythic Zero gears.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we're going strictly off the numbers, right? And
Yeah.
the numbers will be the difficulty difference, right?
Didn't they also raise the item level of the raid for Mirror compared to everything else, right?
There's like an
I
extra
thought they
like
did, and
thing
then
for it,
they
yeah.
backtracked on that.
I
Oh,
don't
you mean the myth
remember.
track stuff.
No, just
You
like
just
the
went from
total
tier to
item level.
to
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah, wasn't that in a
Yeah,
Mirror
it
still,
was,
or was that?
That-
It was a
that's-
higher jump from last year.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
So the numbers are probably not super accurate if
Well,
they're going to keep the same Mirror still.
Well, that doesn't matter. He's talking about strictly what does Mythic Zero drop with respect to what does the raid drop.
Yeah. I'm just wondering like what archetype they're using. If they're using Season 1 Dragonflight or Season 3 Dragonflight, right? So
I think it's I don't know. It's like basically what it boils down to is you're getting high end of LFR.
yeah, that's fair.
Again, I don't know if there's some other.
Extended again.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. The fucking Blizzard is in jail.
Bro, I'm fucking
They're
done,
going
bro.
home
I can't do
tonight.
that. I'm fucking done, dude. I shut that shit off, man. I'm out of here, dude.
But
Big waiting room, big waiting room.
Is it till 9?
yeah,
9 PDT.
those devs are in hell.
Oh fuck.
Which I mean, honestly, this is a complete expected when
It's
they're trying
fine.
to
It's
war
better
ban.
it happens now than at the start of the fucking
It's
expansion.
still
You know,
so
Yeah, I mean, it's
funny.
just the
It'll happen
warband
then,
shit.
too.
for
It's
sure.
literally warband ship, and you
Yeah.
know something went wrong when the serverless went up and then went down after they said they're extended. Anyways, again, we don't know if there's some type of, or maybe the information's out there, but I haven't done the research on it. But like any type of like rare farming shit, like there was in Dragonflight, super rares or like Trial of Flood or whatever, Trial of Water, whatever the fuck it was, all those other things that people found out during that first week or two that provided better gear than Mythic Zeros technically. So we don't know if there's anything like that. But
I fucking hope not. That shit's
I would
annoying.
assume, like, just go into the assumption you're going into Heroic Week basically at the same strength or eye level disparity that you were going into Dragonflight. I think that's pretty accurate to say. There's some delve shit too. I think Jim messaged me something. It's like there's some type of weekly key that's gonna like gatekeep it, but I don't know the reward system for that. I don't know if delves will be capped for week 1 or before Heroic Week. I don't know
They
anything
didn't
about those.
say.
Yeah, again, that's unknown information. But again, well, let's shift this conversation back into the moving the Tev said moving both. So I think right now the biggest concern is we don't move the heroic Tuesday, and then what happens if it's like today where you're mega extended, you basically lost a week, or not lost a day at least. Obviously, that's the biggest thing about why we move Tuesday. I just don't think there's as much strength benefit from heroic week at least. Mythic week, sure.
I guess a better way to word it is I don't really think there's a downside to moving the Tuesday, but there is a downside to keeping it on that Tuesday.
Well, the downside is this. We don't want to just move our scheduled raid days if we don't have to, right? Like we're a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday guild. I would like to not change those days as much as possible. Obviously, if people are flexible and that works out for us, then yeah, sure. But I don't want to, if people are used to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, have to go out of their way to do that Sunday, not once, but twice, then I don't want to do that if we don't need to. It's really what it comes down to for me. Otherwise, then yes, for sure. If it was a perfect world, there's absolutely no reason to rush into raid on Tuesday because you're looking at the server instability, server not even coming up in like maintenance extension, and then just the additional of like being able to farm more gear before going into raid. Like we're not racing to world first. It doesn't matter if we kill it first.
I mean, I personally say
Yeah,
let's do
even, like,
both
watching,
because it
like, other
doesn't
guilds
exactly
skill
hurt.
that.
If everyone can make the new day, then I say let's run it. But
Well,
I
there's
can't
some
speak for everyone.
benefits too, right? Like we didn't kill Razageth the first week, right? Last time, but that wasn't a big deal because there wasn't an Omni token, right? There was just the head
Mhm.
piece or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
And
there's an
Razageth
Omni
was
token this time, right?
Razageth was
Yes.
kind of dumb the first
So-
week, no?
Wait, what?
Wasn't it like overtuned?
No.
Yeah, it was.
It was
I
like
thought
it was on the higher end, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
impossible to
It was
fucking
killable.
do.
I think we just shit the
Yeah.
bed, and I'm
We-
pretty sure we
we-
made
I
it
think
like
we also
pretty deep
decided
into
it-
the fight.
We didn't play
We decided
well.
it wasn't worth sweating over because the loot was so dog shit, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it-
saying.
it was-
The loot's
yeah.
not dog shit this time. Like that trinket's
Mhm.
insane. They have Omni tokens. Like
Yeah.
not killing that boss would suck really bad.
But how would Tuesday mean?
because
that
we
we-
might not get to raid as much and we have less gear. So like for sure.
You could also
moving
see
that-
other people kill the last boss.
True.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
no
thought
reason
you were-
to. I think the question's more: is anyone opposed to it?
Okay,
I thought you
so
were
then
saying that
it
you
sounds
wanted
like
the Tuesdays,
it sounds like
but-
people think the best idea is to shift both weeks. So let's shift this conversation to if we shifted both weeks, let's theoretically for now say Sunday. Like we can discuss if that's the best day right after. Who is unable to or against that, right?
And this is just the first 2 weeks, no like third week bullshit.
No, yeah, like I said, I want to do this as few times as possible
Yeah.
because if we're just gonna do this forever, let's just be a Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday guild at that point, which we're not. We've just done this because of obvious benefits throughout this expansion. We started this in Vault, and we've continued to do it because of obvious benefits. But now with the return of Heroic Week, I want to gauge where we're doing it. If we're doing it for both weeks.
I mean, I think just the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days.
Okay. Don't concern yourself with the
No
specific
Fridays,
day.
Saturdays.
Just if we move both Tuesdays, is that okay? Let's focus that part first, not the specific day. Is that okay?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, you play this game for a living, man.
You're probably
He's
better
asking,
off
he's
asking.
asking, he's asking for
anyone is
people to
not
speak up
okay.
if they're not
Yeah, that's what
down.
he's saying.
Yeah, speak up or
If
message
you are not
us.
down, please say something.
Yeah, just please say something. Or type it out if you don't want to be fucking like DM me if you don't want to be I don't want to speak up because I would be the only person. Just fucking DM me, it's fine. But I'm giving you like fucking 20 more seconds because if I'm not hearing anything, I'm gonna start going down the path of which day we change to. Okay. So it sounds like it's not a problem. Okay. So let's focus on what day we'd be changing to. So
I make a bold
throughout
suggestion.
throughout the entire expansion we've done Sunday because that's what's worked for the roster. I know our roster doesn't change that much, but it has kind of changed. Is Sunday still the best day for us, or does it not work for somebody? Let's start with is Sunday
What
bad
date
for
is
anybody?
it? What date is it?
Date like number?
Yeah, the date.
Let me check.
It's
It
the
would
week
be
of the 10th and the 17th.
changing 10 to 15 and changing 17 to 22.
I'm still in the
Hold on,
boat
I
of
gotta check the attendance thing.
Sundays aren't good for me. I can make it work if we have to, but
Mhm.
part of the reason I think we decided not to do Mondays is because everyone decided fuck doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday the week after.
Mhm.
Does it make sense to do Monday then Sunday? So if we're moving the heroic week to Monday, then we aren't raiding that Tuesday anyways.
You're saying
Or
do
does that need to stay
Monday
constant?
heroic week and do Sunday the mythic week.
Yes.
Okay, that is an option that's been proposed. I want to
And-
hear anybody. Oh, let's. Jarvis wants to check some dates for Sundays.
I can't raid on the 22nd of September.
Okay, but it's like a specific year out, right? Like
That's a Sunday, yeah.
yeah, but you're just out for what dates were you out for that period of time?
22nd, 23rd.
Only 22nd, 23rd.
Yeah.
That would
Okay.
mean only Saturday.
Sunday, Monday. So that mean only Friday, Saturday for him. But then I know
Mhm.
there's a lot of
I mean,
Friday, Saturday conflicts. Anyway.
I would personally like a Friday.
Let's backtrack.
Okay.
Does Sunday not work for anybody else, or is hard to?
It would specifically be like the 22nd, because that's the problem day, yeah. Or do you want to still know both days?
Just for both days for now. Just Sunday in general. Is anybody else like, oh, I can't make that day, or Sundays are just a bad day for you? I know Hippo's spoken up. Jarvis talked about the 22nd. Anybody else? Okay.
I don't think
Just to confirm, Saturdays are bad for us. Anybody else have, like, I have a couple DMs already. Is Saturday bad for, who else is Saturday bad for?
Saturdays are a little
Generally,
weird for
yes.
me, but I can make it work.
Was that a Dren that was just speaking?
Yeah, Saturdays are bad.
Bad, okay.
Usually because of just college football games that happen.
Base.
What?
Oh.
Is I feel like
Pac-12 after dark.
I feel like objectively Monday is like the best day to do this, right?
Is it?
Because I'm saying, I'm not saying necessarily for everybody's schedule, but I'm saying if we were to do this to delay, Monday would be
Yes,
the point
like,
where
yeah. In the sense of like, to get as much value from like, why are we delaying? Yes, technically Monday is the best day, with the one exception that happened on Vault, where Monday also was fucked up, just like Tuesday, so we just lost both days. But yes, generally Monday is the best day. I think we haven't in the past because Monday didn't work out schedule-wise, so we just had to find a. It's
Yeah, I mean, I
Monday.
remember someone saying they were burnt out to rating 4 days in a row or whatever. But
Well, that's why we can look at what Hippo also recommended. But is Monday a bad day for anybody? So we already established Sunday being Hippo and Jarvis. Is Monday bad for anybody?
I'm going to a concert.
Yeah, okay. I know you're one already. That's fine. Anybody else?
I think I should be good. I have to look at my class.
Okay, so the Mondays would be the 23rd and then the 16th. Okay. And then building off of that, do people see any value or care strongly about what Hippo suggested? Meaning to avoid having that third week be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, doing Monday on the heroic week and doing Sunday on the mythic week. Or do
that
people
would pretty
care
much be rating 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th of September.
if we rated Monday that week? So instead
Yep.
doing 22nd, skipping 24th, 25th, 26th, and then into our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday permanently. Do people feel strongly one way or the other? Do people like, I don't care about rating 4 days? Do people like, yeah, that makes sense, we should do that the Sunday? I need something from you guys.
I'm
I don't
checking my
care.
schedule for Monday. One
I
second.
think Monday's the best day and we should do that. That's a lot.
On both?
Yeah.
You think that the benefit outweighs the 4 days in a row?
Yes, I mean,
4 day one time isn't bad.
4
Okay.
days in a row is arguably good because you're like warmed
You're
up.
fucking dialed in.
You also get the benefit of the Mythic Plus, right, on the Mythic week, so you'll
One
get
extra
definitely
day.
power boost.
Yeah, you got one extra day. Okay.
Also,
Actually,
if they nerf shit, it's like the most amount of time between resets. They
That's
just had
also
to nerf
true.
something on like Saturday, Sunday, or Friday.
That's also true.
Yeah, or you prog something on Monday, kill it, then they nerf it on Tuesday.
Yeah. Also, if other guilds like kill bosses that haven't been killed,
Monday
like,
will be the latest.
right.
Basically, delaying is always the best. It's always it should.
I might actually not miss Monday there. I think the concert ends at 8:30. It's like an hour drive. So if anything, I'm like 30 minutes late. I just
Okay.
looked.
Okay. So then, just moving this to Monday for both weeks sound good for anybody or everybody, or are there objections or concerns about any of that? So this would be a departure from what we did this expansion, which was Sundays every week. I don't know why we didn't do Monday. I think Mondays were just to avoid the 4 days, but now it seems like people are saying 4-day one time isn't bad. It's fine. Let's get the most benefit out of delaying it as much as we can. Or refine with Mondays both weeks. So our raid schedule for the first 2 weeks would be Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. Speak now, or whoever will you please. Okay. Unless somebody else speaks up or DMs me, that seems what we're gonna solidify. Right, so it looks like what
Banned.
our rating schedule will be for those weeks will be Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. Obviously, I'll remind you guys again, especially when that raid review meeting. But yeah, that should be pretty simple. And we'll avoid any Tuesday shenanigans, and then we'll go straight into our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, starting week 3, and then permanently barring like reschedules, right? Reschedules only being for like, I don't know. Do you think this raid tier is over before Thanksgiving? Hopefully, right?
Let's fucking
When
find out.
Oh,
That
fucking
was
hopefully.
Thanksgiving. Wait, actually,
It
that's
should
a
be
really
about
good.
8 weeks, right?
Maybe about 8 weeks, right? So it's around that time. It's only 8 boss raid. I mean, I think it's.
Yeah,
I think it's
Yeah.
possible. It's possible, right? So
Christmas second raid tier.
Thanksgiving is
no way.
Monday.
No,
That's how
yeah,
it
no.
works.
It'll be like February or something. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
If-
Wait.
Um,
Luna, would you be fucked if we rated Canadian Thanksgiving?
Fuck no, I don't celebrate that.
Okay.
What the fuck is Canadian Thanksgiving? October?
October
Yeah, it's
14th.
October.
Do you guys actually celebrate that shit, or like I don't know?
I think, yeah, people do. But I just hate turkey.
You hate
What?
turkey?
It's chicken, but worse. It's chicken, but
That's
worse.
not a uncommon.
That's a
Mm,
horrible
fair.
thing.
That's a fucking based opinion, dude.
That's I could get behind that actually. I was gonna
Turkey
I was gonna
good, people would
disagree.
actually eat it all year long, but they don't because it's trash.
I eat turkey year long.
As long as you kill boss.
Why did you say it like
next
that?
PoE league. When,
Turkey's just
I'm
really
high.
easy to cook poorly.
when is the next PoE league?
Friday.
Friday.
No. He means
The
next.
next one.
Probably
Oh, I
December.
mean,
Probably December.
4 months from Friday.
Yeah, it's December is fine.
What about
Next
Tarkov Way?
one's gonna be PoE 2.
Okay, I'll just say it now.
Beta.
If we haven't cleared the raid before Christmas, I'm disbanding the guild. Okay.
That's
Or-
fair.
So you'll be free for PoE.
Can we race
Looks
Animal
like-
and Nexus?
I don't.
How long?
One of those guilds can't re-clear, and one of those guilds I'm not sure is alive. So
Oh no.
How long did the Aberrus take? It was like 4 weeks, right?
what? Aberrus?
Yeah. That was the shortest tier of this expansion, wasn't it?
Took who 4 weeks? Not us.
Hall of Fame, yeah, wasn't
a
it?
little bit.
No,
I don't know.
it's 4 weeks.
I don't think it's 4
I
weeks.
think it took us 6 or 7.
I was gonna say most.
I
Hall of
think
Fame's
it was
6
probably
days,
like
yeah.
8, honestly. Because Aberrus sucked for us too, right? I mean, you weren't
Yeah.
here, but Aberrus,
Aberrus was
sucked
weak
for
as
us.
hell.
It's only showing Awakened
Uh,
on Raider IO.
regardless,
You can look at both on
I'm expecting like 8
Seventh
weeks.
grade week for
eight.
Aberrus.
That was us.
Yes.
Damn,
Thanks, champ.
and that was a fucking
Yeah, we-
down tier. It was a quick
we-
tier 2, right? So it was like literally first 5 bosses, insta
7.
Scar and Cheese, Magmarex. If you weren't dog shit like us, you should kill quick, and then there was just 2 bosses, which weren't absurdly long. They were like
But we
Nelf
shit
should have
the
been
bed
around
on
100, and then
Magmarex,
Sark would be
right?
like 150 or less. What happened?
We shit the bed on Magmarex, I think.
Yeah, and
Ah,
Eltharion.
Yes, and Eltharion. But yes, so 8 weeks or less is what I'm guesstimating. So around Thanksgiving time, regardless. So okay, we're done with raid schedule. Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. Next thing, this one will also be a little bit of a conversation. So professions, I'm gonna map that out now. I don't have as much research into this as maybe some of you guys have. So let's start with the basics. Does anybody know the answer to this question? Are the basics of professions still the same? Meaning, are there still the same kind of like specializations?
Yeah, I think they just added, instead of inspiration, it's like concentration. It's like a resource that you spend.
Okay. So,
I'm not
but
sure
as
how
far
that
as like how we mapped out going into Dragonflight, doing the same thing would theoretically be fine, or
I don't know
are there
what we
other
did,
are there
so-
other things for the people that were here? Or are there other things that we need to account for? So basically, if you looked at the crafting channel and if we just filled in all those holes, is that enough, or am I missing something? Is what I guess. Better question.
Can I ask Marwa, the concentration system, is it like how restrictive is it? Could one person just craft like 15 rings and inspire all of them?
I don't think so. I honestly
you
remember.
you start with like 1,000 out of 1,000 concentration, and every time you like craft something, it's going to be guaranteed to be max as long as you have the concentration. I think that's how it works.
Is there an item that you can put in to guarantee like there is currently, or no?
Well, the concentration is.
Yeah, it's,
Concentration is,
it's taking that place, is what I'm wondering.
It is taking
there's
that.
there's no more inspiration. It's gone.
Well, yeah, but like currently we have those items we can craft with metal that make it guaranteed, right? So that's gone too. Anything like that?
Well, I don't know.
No.
I don't know about that.
I guess
Because
what
like if one
recruiting
person is set to make only rings, and we only have one guy to make rings, is he gonna run out and not be able to make max rank rings for us? Is really the question.
I think I don't know how it replenishes. I just know the system.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's something I have to look into. Let's assume now that we can just do one person each, and then we'll backtrack and then fill in backfill if we need to have additional people. I feel like one person each should be enough because I feel like that'd be a drastic change if you couldn't, because that means like even going into trade chat and finding somebody would be hard because they would be limited on what they can do, right? They can only do like 4 orders until they run out, and then they're just waiting. Because that would be like basically you could just do public orders essentially, and then you can't do any private orders because you're capped and you got that daily a daily replenishment or whatever. So let's assume one. Let's go down the list and let's see what we need to fill. So let me pull up that list. Oh yeah, that gym. That's the same gym.
It regenerates after 48 hours.
Just like bind an account, so that's not really any different, I don't think.
Oh, I didn't know how it worked. I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Rank just posted a copy paste or something in general.
Yeah, that's from the WoW economy. There is a reason to have alts for
Yeah, I'm having
concentration and
for the same profession.
So the way that reads is basically concentration allows you to guarantee like a cheap guarantee an inspiration proc, whereas in the inspiration you were just RNGing it. But I feel like there would still be some type of like material to input to make it guaranteed.
It says artisan's acuity, so you can.
They do.
I
Okay.
think that is.
Okay, so we can
I'm not
still do
sure.
one person. That's fine. It'll be benefits to have others, but we don't need to hard assign. Okay, so
I mean-
the crafting list. Let's go through this.
I'm personally having 3 alts do professions, so I don't know about anyone else.
For me, you could probably remove anything that isn't my main. I don't know if I will do anything on my hunter or not yet.
That's fine. Let's start with alchemy. I'm
Elk on my druid.
Specifically trinkets.
Ew. Is anyone crafting trinkets realistically?
It was pretty good.
It was good at a point in time. It doesn't matter. So I don't say these things like with the expectation that this will all be used in season 1. But
It's just in general,
it's
okay.
nice to have this set for the rest of the expansion, because if it's anything like Dragonflight, basically if you weren't fucking building these talent trees from week 1, you're fucking screwed.
You're screwed.
Right? So unless you're waiting till Deep back, so you might as well start working on it now. So who?
I can do alk trinkets if you want.
Okay.
So that means that if you start a new profession, like with the war, then you're gonna be missing like all those talent points compared to people who had full complete trees.
Well, I think
it's reset.
No,
Yeah.
I believe.
it's a new tree.
Yeah.
But what he means is there's typically like dailies that you have to do and weeklies that will give you the talent points.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
just weekly,
the first paragraph in that, I did that for Dragonflight. It was insanely OP. The profession shuffle.
Yeah, that's
That was such bullshit.
Yeah, that was exploiting.
I don't think that is coming back.
Still in the game right now.
For flasks, Max, you said you were still going it.
I'll make my alt. It'll just be the easiest probably.
It's on
And
my.
you'll
gear
just
as well.
mail it to your fucking
Yeah,
self?
yeah.
Okay, so then if Max's alt is going to be flat.
I had my headset off for a second. I'm alchemy too on my
I could
main
do-
character.
I could do potions. I'm not sure if there is a potion tree. I'm assuming there is.
There is. Yeah, Jim. Let's have you do potions.
I didn't know that's the one you were saying yeah to.
As opposed to what?
Nothing. No leaks, no leak.
Leak.
Is that your evoker?
Yeah.
And then, so with the thing with potions, I do want more than one person on this, because if I remember correctly, it took a while before the potion person got max, and you wanted specific potions.
I mean, I'm probably gonna do it on my shaman too. Like, I'm gonna do evoker, engineer, alk, and shaman, alk, herb. I think.
Okay, so like for example, for Dragonflight, there was like frost potions and air potions. So you're just like one and one the other.
It's different this time. If you look, I don't know if I can link you the tree, but it's literally just like one sub thing and you get everything basically. You just kind of grind at the cauldron. Really.
Okay, so you don't have to have.
Yeah, you pretty much just have you choose one flask or a potion.
Okay.
I can link you in a sec.
That's easier. Okay, that should be it for alchemy. Blacksmithing. Alright, so this devolved into Bert for weapons and Bert for armor because Rabbit is no longer with us. So
R.I.P.
He died.
We're not gonna have to do that though, right at the start.
What happened?
When
You're
they
not gonna be able to do
go
that.
to one or the other?
No. So you will have to. So I'll let you choose into the default. Do you want weapons or armor, or are you not even continuing blacksmithing?
No, I'm down to keep it going, but I think weapons probably the best, right?
Okay.
But
that is the
at the start,
entire
yeah.
potion thing, by the way.
How much money were you making last time compared to Rabbit?
Armor was dog shit at the start.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But like, you can only specialize into certain things at the start, right? So it would have to be like.
Well, it might not even be that. Would will Jim just link me the potion?
I
thing?
can link it in general.
It was 2 nodes. The fucking
Yeah,
potion.
a lot of shit's changed. Yeah.
So it might be just streamlined, and you just have to put points into it. So maybe
They're all. You can just bounce around from the alchemy thing. They're all there.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So if Bert does weapons, I need another blacksmith to do armor.
It looks like those are pretty branched still, Bert.
Yeah, the armor is still turbo points.
Okay.
Jim, where you see this?
It's in
Actually,
general.
I have a shaman blacksmith.
You can probably just pin that or some shit.
Okay, but will that be leveled and your profession leveled? Because that doesn't mean anything to me because you have like 8 shamans.
I was gonna do like 2 or 3 at the start, at least.
Okay, but will blacksmithing be leveled?
Like leveled up?
Yeah, that's the point, right? There's no point if you.
Yeah,
It will. It will. Okay. Why does your shaman have blacksmithing? Just so you have everything?
Yeah, I have all the professions.
Okay. There's no plateware that is picking up blacksmithing just to make this more natural.
my alt has another profession. I mean, I can.
I
Like, if
could
you
on
need me.
night.
It's like Canada, really, right? Or a tank.
Yeah.
Or just see what
Maybe
professions we need a backup
Canada
on.
tanks, McAdams, Bradley. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying they have to. I'm just asking if there's a more natural fit versus having a malware for blacksmithing.
I could do it on my DK. If that.
And then before I keep going to you, the assumption too when we're listing all these things is if you're committing
You're putting in
to
effort.
alchemy or blacksmith or a profession, you're putting in effort to those things because the expectation is by whatever week, hey, I need to craft a ring. It says here on the list that X person agreed to be that person. I'm gonna go send my ring to that person. If you say, oh, I haven't really been keeping up with it, this is fucking pointless. So keep in mind too when I say that before people offer to do like 3 to 4 professions and then that's overwhelming.
Yeah,
So-
I was only gonna do one per character because I don't know if you're getting those like egg things again this expansion.
That's fine.
Is anything carrying over?
Profession wise, no.
No.
Okay, so we
It's
can
either,
just drop
I
our
mean,
shit
you
and
do the same. Like,
shuffle
you have the
thing.
same 3, like the base. You get those 3 items from the same place or shit, but every
The
like point
equipments?
doesn't matter. Yeah, like the same classes that crafted your equipment last expansion will be the same.
Are we
but
getting
the
new equipment
stats?
pieces or
Yes,
no?
everything has changed or everything is new.
Yeah.
It's just the same base.
So
thing.
yeah, I was just asking if we lose anything for dropping stuff, but
Oh, I mean, you lose all your old recipes, like usually.
sure, but that doesn't matter.
But no.
Yeah, but professions have been pretty segmented since like BFA, right? Where they just make it each expansion its own leveling up thing.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Okay, so Canada, you said you wanted to do blacksmithing on your DK?
The armor specifically, right?
Armor specifically.
Yeah.
And that means you would have 2 professions, one in each tune.
Yeah. Alchemy, trinkets, paladin.
I'm once again confirming that you understand that and you're gonna do both.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, enchanting. I'll do it. I'll just keep doing it. Engineering. Was there need for more than one engineer?
I'm gonna level it, but I don't know how much I'm like really. I don't know if there's actually a need. But I mean, I'll have it, but I don't know if I give a shit about it.
I think the only useful thing last time
Tinkers.
was the wrist.
It wasn't
but
even
was
that
like
great.
a 4th
Yeah.
down. Yeah,
I
that
thought there's
kinda-
some potion thrower or something.
There's potion like throwable grenades that you could do that use your combat power, but I don't know like how good or worth.
Oh yeah, those might be really good, right?
I
For,
don't
like,
know.
healers, I would imagine.
No.
No.
Heal
I mean,
me.
'cause it
Throw
buffs
your
the crew.
potion on me.
No, I am not inting myself to
Your potion is
slam some
mine.
juice on top of you.
Throw it this way.
But doesn't it affect like?
That's
doesn't
not
it
a me
affect
problem.
everyone in
That's a you
stack?
problem, dog.
Jim, I'm gonna hit the macro.
It's like a 5. It's
Wait,
5,
the-
so
the
it's not even
hybrid-
guaranteed.
The hybrid potion now heals 10 mil on PTR. Did they fix that?
No, I'm not talking about the hybrid. I'm talking about the grenade.
Don't throw a health potion at me. You heal me and throw your potion.
No, it's a it's like a power. It gives you main stat.
I
It's
mean,
like
last
3 different
time,
ones.
no, though. Like there's only.
So
Either way, I don't know if it's like. I mean, I'm gonna be it, but I don't know if there's anything actually where I haven't looked into. Any
do we need an engineer, or should we even have one just to be safe?
I'm going to be one either way, but I don't know what.
Same on my man.
What are the
I'm looking through? Like I'm looking through right now the devices and then inventing, and I don't see anything like that matters.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there. I don't think I see a bow under leatherworking anymore. So the gun might be the only like craft for engineering.
Okay,
Or ranged
that's
hunter.
relevant a little bit.
Did you already do alchemy?
Yes, we started with alchemy. Why?
Oh fuck! I'm gonna do flasks.
Okay, well Max will do flask anyway too.
I see duration, so.
That's fine. If you're gonna do your own thing for your own personal power gain, that's fine. Like
Alright, I'll wait till you get to the.
if you're not assigned to something, do what the fuck you want. Okay, is engineering the gun path? Is that like, is it literally just guns? It's not
Yeah.
bombs or anything else.
Were bombs ever good?
That specialty.
It's in the main one, and it's guns and bracers in the main one on the left.
And I think that's the only thing that matters about like assigning somebody for this, right? For like the same tinker / gun. It's the same as Dragonflight.
I don't know if tinkering will matter.
Okay.
Someone could do like leatherworking and make bows as well, and then it also lets them.
I think
make
someone said
mail
that
gear
bows were
and
gone.
I don't think, yeah, I don't think there is a bow. It
Dread
looked like
said
it
they
on
removed.
leatherworking.
Oh, there isn't. Sorry, I had AFK because I had a call.
It doesn't
So
look like it, at least unless they're calling it something different, but I don't think so. I remember crafting the gun on beta, and I think I did that for a reason.
okay.
I think I remember the bow being like a drop from something. So, did you check like the unlearned patterns and stuff? Who knows? Whatever.
Okay. Well, let's just to be safe, let's have somebody go down that that specialization anyway. Who can do that for
Yeah, I
engineering?
mean, it's fine for
engineering.
me too. Like I said, it'll on my
You're
main. I'll
hunter?
keep engineering. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do Tinker stuff with it, but I don't know if that will like matter for
That's fine.
guild shit. Yeah.
That's fine. Scribe, crank, still the same?
Yeah, I'm gonna do staves and stuff first.
I can do inscription and do vanish runes if that's still a node.
Sure. That's your
That's my
thing?
priest. Yeah.
Oh, your priest. But you're not playing your priest.
I'm gonna level it for sure. Nightborn also gets a +5 skill to inscription.
Okay. You're gonna level it.
Huge.
Basically, you're putting a profession on a tune that's not even your main or a split alt. Confirming that.
There's a good chance I'm playing that as my split all depending.
Okay. So then I'll put it for your alt then.
Sure. Wait, crank. I'm not crazy. There's still a vanish rune. Yeah,
I don't see it anywhere.
It's archival on the right, I think.
Okay, JC. I know Dak is one. Dak. You said ring next. Is that enough? Does somebody go rings? Does somebody go next, or one person can do ring next? If somebody can check that real quick.
It's under jewel crafting. Like there's
Oh my god, this
it's under
tree
the
is
same
insane.
main node, and they're just two different sub nodes. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you'd probably need someone for gems. Yeah, and for,
Yeah.
I need somebody for gems.
I'm doing it on my evoker. I don't know. I can go whichever.
I'd be doing gems on my main character, my warrior.
Okay. And does this need to be a thing? Because I know in the very early on, it's like people need to go different secondaries, right?
I mean, that's what this is looking like. Yeah.
It's the same
Again.
thing.
But I mean, I guess it just depends on. So, if I understand it, no matter what level you are, you could use this new shit to make it max. Is that right? Or
I thought it was you can make it max with lesser quality materials.
is that what it is?
And that's like the appeal, that you can make a rank 3 for cheaper.
I thought it would take less.
I thought that's what I read
have
in
no
that
idea.
thing.
We'll find out when we get online.
All right, but bottom line, are we planning for 4 separate gems to start?
If we have the people for it, I think you should.
Okay, so I have McAdams, I have Marvoker. I need 2 more, or up to 2 more, right? If you don't have them, we don't have them. But the
I
more
would
we
like
have-
to do crit so I can craft my own
I
gems
mean, I
on
could
crit.
change my shaman. I mean, I'm not locked into alch on him.
Les, I would like to do crit so I can craft crit on my evoker, but I mean,
I mean, that's fine. You guys can work out like specific gems later. I just need to know how many people are doing gems.
Okay.
I'm fine helping. I don't really give a shit.
I could also do gems on my evoker. I don't have any professions.
Okay. Pika Evoker.
Gem vokers, buddy.
Tally, were you still doing JC? Or you were doing rings? Did we even figure out if rings and necks were separate?
They have
Or-
separate nodes, but they're in the same talent tree.
I mean, yeah,
Same
they,
spec,
yeah.
Well, okay. More. Do we need 2 people or we need 1?
Neck on left, ring below. I
It
think you
looks
probably
like
need
one.
2. I mean, it's just gonna be delayed, right? Depends on how much of a
Yeah.
delay you want on one of them.
Okay. So let's go back to that then. Let's get somebody else with Dak if he can, and Dak can do 1 to start off with, and somebody can do the other.
I could do rings, I guess.
Well, no,
You can only do 1.
You can
You're
do
committing to
You're doing
a lot.
gems.
Okay. I didn't know that was secured.
I thought McAdams was gems.
Well, we
You
need
just
more
talked
than
about
1.
we need 4.
We need up to 4. If you only have 3, okay, but
I said I was fine doing it on Shaman.
on Shaman.
I can do the other. I can do this one of these as well. I don't. It's just a
Yeah,
freebie.
I
I'll
don't
leave
think
yours open.
gems are gonna be that important, are they? Because
Not that early, no.
the new gems are just like int and like the crit damage, or int and the move speed, int and max mana, or something.
That's just
bullshit,
about
right?
prospecting efficiency, is what those like specializations for each gem matter.
Can you create those gem slots on rings right from the get go?
Oh
as
yeah,
well?
I think that's
Yeah.
from the raid.
Yeah, that's.
I do feel like those kind of gems and all that shit is gonna be so cheap on the auction house because so many people are gonna.
But yeah, I think one person doing amulets, one person doing ring at least is probably good.
If we can't find someone for ring, I'll do ring. And
I
someone
don't know
else
how
can do
important the gems are after reading them.
So the conversation was what? That we don't need 4 people for gems? If
I
we-
mean,
It's
that
not- yeah,
the
it's not
gems is
as
just about
important as
efficiency in prospecting it.
So there's no separation as far as haste mastery crit verse.
There is for cutting them, though.
There is for crafting. However, like, could you buy all the gems on the auction house? The issue before was you couldn't buy.
You
main
couldn't.
stat
Yeah.
ones, right?
Is that BOE now? I guess. I guess.
No, they're not. The big gems aren't like crit haste mastery anymore. They're just like 1% crit
it's not
or
int
mana.
mastery, int haste. It's just fucking bullshit.
How many options
There's
there
effectively one
for
for DPS.
What's
okay.
the healer one? Is it max mana? Is it meaningful at all? What one is it?
Pretty sure everybody's running the 1% crit one.
Everyone's going to be running the crit percent effect.
So everybody's running the same gem.
Everyone's running
And
the
they
same gem.
even nerfed that gem too. The crit is 0.04% effective crit, which is crit damage. It's like the most useless thing.
So, but bottom line, we just need one person on gems then.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
I'll take rings then.
It's probably safe to put more than one, but I think that's something we could figure out closer to the time too.
Okay, Marwa, you're
People understand.
gonna do rings. Dak will do neck, and McAdams and Pika will do gems if we need, or Pika if you need second, but McAdams at least.
Alright.
Yippee!
Who did I say was doing ring?
Me.
Was that all the professions?
No, I'm just typing it out.
And it's only 30 points for rings, so it's going to be pretty quick to get out of that.
That takes
well,
like
70 actually. If you kind of
30 is it was 5 weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
I maybe you have a jump start with like secret treasures in the beginning.
I'm sure more info will happen closer.
Yeah, there's
You
going
just
to be
make
secret
sure
treasures,
you are...
and you get points from crafting new shit. So.
Right, moving on. Leatherworking. We need like a male leatherworking and leatherworking again. I assume.
If we need
Yeah.
even more.
My
looking at
split
it,
tune
it
is
looks like-
leatherworking and skinning.
Okay.
I'm looking at the leatherworking. It looks like it's split into like before with decay and elemental, except it's Nerubian and bestial and all that shit. So
So
between
how
male and we would probably need one male and one leather, and then within that categorization, we would also need people to specialize in the right elemental patterns. Whether that's
how many
Nerubian-
elemental patterns are there? 2?
Where are you
There's
seeing
three.
elemental patterns?
If you go to the far, there's 3 options on the Wowhead page. It's leather, male, and then the far right one.
Flawless Fortes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm not on my computer right now, but I was looking at it a second ago. It's
think you're on the wrong one.
Oh, Arathi
middle-
armor.
Yeah.
The blessed weapon grip? Writhing armor.
Again, I
band?
don't know what these things are. I don't know what they're going to end up being tuned as, but there's a lot of branching paths here.
I think you were looking at Dragonflight. For this one, you need leather.
No, because it was like Nerubian and Arathi and
Yeah,
shit like
he's
that.
right.
Okay, yeah. Regardless, within leather, you need a left side tree and a right side tree person.
Storm from.
So this could be 4 total, right? Left, right for both leather and male.
We just don't know what's actually.
What do you
people are
mean left,
gonna
right?
need.
As in
Left
chest, shoulders,
is
breast,
tunics,
wrist?
hoods, mantles, and armbands, and right is like
Right.
legs
but
and
like,
whatever,
if
whatever.
decay shit ends up being OP again, right? Would you need to be leather specialization and decay or whatever?
Yes.
Nerubian, if that's what that ends up being, right? So how many? That's a lot of points that goes into that.
Yeah, you'd almost want to be like, I want to go Nerubian feet.
That's what
Leather
I'm saying.
feet or
like
something.
you would have to get really specific,
Fuck.
and it's gonna take like 60 points to do that. It looks very cringe for leather.
Okay, so we don't need to split up fucking decay X slot, right? Let's just the higher levels what we need because the slot won't matter too much because most
can use the
everybody puts the same slots, right? You're
Well,
always gonna put slots on the weakest thing or a locked spot.
It
So-
depends. It's like, what if slimy boots or some version of those are OP again, right?
Well, it's
I
probably
don't
not going
think
to be
that's what I'm
the
saying.
one with
That's-
three tier pieces, which is your shoulders,
Well,
chest.
right,
and
yeah,
neck.
you don't-
specific
you don't need
items.
one of
What do
every
you mean?
slot.
Like the male leg that was
Right,
good
so,
for
like,
other people
for
last time.
This
Yeah.
this expansion
I know what you
happened to
mean.
be tuning, but there were
Yeah,
options
I know what you mean.
for leather bracers, decay boots.
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
I basically what he's like. You have 2 in each of the leather and mail, and then you can have infinite more. Like I don't know, 3 or 4 honestly with the flawless like extra thing on top of that. I think it's hard to like adjust for all that.
I think what makes the most sense is everyone needs to all the leather and mail people need to figure out what's actually good for their own specs, which I know is
Save their
cringe 'cause-
points, right? Like,
Right, because I know it's cringe because Sims aren't in, and also because like last time Blizzard could just decide to nuke or buff them day of the raid or even week 2 of the raid. But I don't know. It'd be helpful if like everyone could say all the leather and mail people could figure out what's actually good for them, so that the leather workers could figure
I mean,
out. what
putting
would
some type of sheet together or something more concrete would probably be more helpful than like talking it out.
I
Yeah,
think
so
in a
I-
general
I'm
guide,
making-
like one person can spec into like 2 or maybe even 3 different leather items, and it will be fine.
Okay,
it's just
so
gonna take
I'm making a sheet as we go down this. So let's just start super high level first. Okay, do we need mail and leather separate, or is it not even separate anymore?
It's still
Yeah,
separated.
separate.
They're still separate. Okay, who can do mail leatherworking? We don't go into specific about which path you're going down first, but I just wanted to put some names down for mail leatherworking, and then we can separate
Jarvis.
that down. Jarvis, you're alt, you said.
Yeah, my Splatoon.
Okay, anybody else? Mail leatherworking.
My main has leatherworking currently, but it could be
You're-
anything.
But you said you'll. Oh, okay.
My alt, my hunter can do leatherworking as well, or I can do that in the future.
I'm tentative on leatherworking on my hunter. I'm just not sure if I'm like how much effort I'm gonna need to put into my main, first, because my main's gonna have priority.
Max, if you take leatherworking mail, that would mean 3 professions for you.
No, one's my alt.
I just mean you're maintaining 3 professions.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I plan on
That's
maintaining
fine.
all of them. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Anybody else mail? Or we have 3 right now. We have Burp, Hot Dog Tattoo, and Max.
That's just for mail.
That's just
That's
mail.
true.
I can do leather on monk.
Who the hell is popped at what?
Hot Dog Tattoo is Crank's hunter.
Oh, hot dog. I heard
I mean, my shaman. I plan to do herb on him, but the other one is up in the air. I can either do more jewel crafting shit or leatherworking shit or anything that's
If it's like a fill in the box, you can just leave it for now.
yeah,
anyway.
then I'll just wait. It's just available.
For leatherworking. I know Lemon said.
do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lemon Hippo. Anybody else? Okay, so we have 5 leather workers total. 3 male, 2 leather, and then we can break that down further as we get closer. There's no point. We don't need to get all that information now because you guys need to know what you want to craft and then go into that.
Lasuj, are you doing all enchanting branches?
I haven't looked into it. Should I need more than one?
It
Yeah.
still has like
Yeah.
weapon enchant, ring enchant, stuff like that.
Yeah, we
so I
need
could
more.
I could do one of those.
Okay. What's your main?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else want to do enchanting?
I could do enchanting as well.
I'll have it on my main.
Carter, your main, you said?
Yeah, on my shaman.
So that'd be 3 professions for you. Okay. I'm double checking again.
Let's see if you need me to. I can do enchanting on mine.
Okay, I listened
Okay.
down. Crank, double checking 3.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I think it's fine. If you're not sure, it's okay. Like, enchanting is not that serious.
All right, then I'll not do
Subtract
anything.
yourself. Okay. And who else? Was it Jim or who else?
Just shaman's just X,
Just
main,
X.
or
X for now.
whatever's needed.
Okay. So right now it's me, Luna, D Carter. Okay.
Wait, sorry, we're doing enchanting?
Yeah, because they were
Someone
talking
keeps
about.
calling my fucking dad's phone, so I'm fucking off.
It's fine. We were talking about like you might need more than just me for a start because of different enchants.
I personally will be going into weapons, but I was just gonna do that on my own. But I can add shit if needed.
I can spec into disenchanting again like I did
That's fine.
before.
That's fine. You can do
If there's
disenchanting.
something like that.
That's,
There
yeah,
he
that's
is.
fine. But for the enchants themselves, me, Luna, D Carter, let's leave it at that for now. Okay. Other work can be done. Only last one tailoring.
Oh, I can do one tailoring no matter like.
How many do you need?
I can't understand what it means by the second like dawn and dusk, like dawn weaving and dusk weaving. Like, it looks like
Probably
it
like the
matches.
Azure shit from last time.
You said tailoring?
Yeah.
I'll do tailoring too.
On your mage?
Yeah.
That's 2. You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Wait.
Who the fuck is crying?
I think there's some vocal advocates that are anti flower bloom.
Me.
We should get to that. We should get to that.
What?
It's flower bloom propaganda. I don't know what to say, man. Don't
What
listen
is
to them.
flower bloom?
You don't want to see that character.
You don't want it.
You don't want to see it.
So are you
Yeah.
sure you're gonna have enough time to do professions on your mage when you still have to learn how to play it?
Oh, he'll have the time. He'll have the time. Don't worry about that.
On a bit.
Alright. Flower bloom. Ty, are you still doing some version of tailoring? This bitch.
Man, it's horizontal.
Ultron.
Yeah.
Alright, that's why he's there.
I'll go.
My bad. I was muted. Well, my tailoring was on my priest, but also when you were saying like to like not fall behind and like if you're doing this, commit to it. Like that's where I'm sort of hesitant because what if like with all my all and I don't really feel like playing that, so I'm sort of hesitant. But like,
What are you doing? What are you doing in your main?
my main right now is enchanting and alchemy. The enchanting is whatever. I could swap it to something, I guess. But alchemy, if it's like the flask extension thing, I'd rather just keep that one.
Okay.
So and then my alt mage is jewelry crafting. So I'm like up for it, but like if it's gonna be like you have to grind rares and do all this cringe shit for like hours and hours, that's sort of like a
No, I'm not doing that, and I'm assigned to one. It should just be like keep up with it and be efficient.
I mean, you'll probably have to fly around one time to get treasures.
Yeah.
If it's the same as this
Has
time.
it ever been grind
No.
rares?
No.
Or what is that?
I mean,
Dragon knowledge.
But
This expansion you had to kill certain mobs to get dropped, but it was like 3 a week, like 3 knowledge a week.
Oh, I see what you mean.
If it's not cringe, then I'm more like about like doing one. But
it's let's say it's about the same as Dragonflight.
If I can be like doubled up with somebody and they tell me exactly where to put my points,
Yeah, you'll be tripled up with. Ultron loves that shit, and he'll PoE
Just tell me
spreadsheet
what
the
to
fuck
do.
out of tailoring.
Okay,
wait,
tell me what to do.
pause.
So, I don't care. I'm either putting you down for tailoring or I'm leaving it to Flower Bloom and Ultron. I don't care either way.
If they need I'll do like beginning stuff.
I
if they
don't
need a
know. Well, that's up to everybody else. Let me know. Do we need a third?
If Ultron just lets me know what's up, I'll like in the first like week or two, I definitely will do all of it, and then you'll probably find out like more like what actually matters, and then if I need to keep going, then I can do that.
I think it's the same as leatherworking, where you can expect that like Ultron could do like boots and maybe belt, and then
Yeah,
Ty would have to
I'm
do
looking
something
at
else
this.
like cloak and wrist or something, right?
Yeah, gloves, boots, and cloak are at the same zone. Then the other is waist, wrist, and shoulder. I don't think
Oh.
we need to focus on getting chest and leg because they are
Tier
basically
pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So I'll put Ty down for now. What's up?
I was thinking good comms.
So that is it. Okay, so I have a rough draft of what our professions look like. If you're not assigned into anything, means yeah, look in if there's anything that has any type of player power, sure do that. Extension on flasks are helpful always. Or if you really just want to be helpful, pick up fucking gathering, and so you can gather while you level and fucking put that shit or quest or
XP.
whatever.
Hey.
Give some level XP and just dump that shit into the G bank, or it's cloth, leather, fucking or anything. So you just dump it to the G bank, and so we can funnel shit into those crafters, right? And that same person that I said would be farming for us will also do the same. If you are assigned to something, specifically, I guess, leatherworking, tailoring, and enchanting to a certain extent, I want you guys to look into whatever you're doing, what you're assigned to, and just figure out within the people that are also on all the male leather workers, figure out who's doing what. So I'm going to post this list. I'm going to update it into that crafting channel later tonight. And then just let's say male is Jarvis, Crank, and Max. I just need you guys to figure out which paths we need to go down and who's doing what. So you're not going into week 1 of War Within and you don't know. And then I assume too it's unforgiving in the sense that if you spend points poorly, there's no refund, there's no talent respec, right? So you kind of should know where you're going off the bat. Yeah.
Can't you just not spend any until you're ready to finally commit?
You can not spend any. Yeah, you can.
Sure.
But that's
Do we have
just
enough blacksmiths then? If everybody else is stacking 3?
I guess that's a good question. How was that? Like, wasn't it just you and Rabbit kind of going into this? Was that not enough?
I mean, I think a couple other people had it, just not like planned. You know what I mean? Like a few other alts.
Well, armor stuff is just so many points. It's so
Yeah,
spread
it
out.
really depends on the embellishments, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a certain pair of legs that are insanely good and they're a specific embellishment, you have to like spec into just legs, and then it's for that one embellishment. And if another class doesn't want it, well, too bad. So you
Yeah,
need
and
an
like
extra
you
person
can't
to do
spec
that.
into all weapon types at the start either.
Yeah, it looks
That
like
would
it's just
point.
like blades and then maces, like on different
Yeah,
sides.
because I remember we were kind of fucked because Ravi only did daggers or whatever at the start, right?
Yeah,
And
Rabbit
other
had
people
daggers
couldn't
and then he
actually
got
get any
swords.
weapons from him.
Okay, so then
So how many people are
Same
on
with
blacksmiths
armor,
right
kind
now?
of.
we only have one weaponsmith, one armorsmith. Or do we have any others that we can get in there then?
I mean, I can put my paladin to blacksmiths and
Okay.
like
Weapon or armor, you choose.
I don't know. Bert, what do you feel?
I feel like people are gonna want weapons more at the start, right? So we probably want to double up on weapons.
Is that true?
Almost
I mean,
always
it's
for
the big-
crafted
it's
weapons.
the
That's like
biggest item
literally every
level
single time. Yeah.
boost for normally, right?
It is a 10 item level difference now.
And okay, what about your alt paladin, Bert? What was it doing? Or would you even be interested in having 2 blacksmiths?
I mean, it depends how much work it is, right?
Yeah.
Don't you usually like if you once you do the shuffle, like you're kind of like capped, or is there going to be one of those little fucking dragon?
I mean, those are still capped per week. To be fair, like that's what Recruity was talking about, where you need to kill like a few things and then you're done.
Yeah, that you get like it was like 1 from 3 different sources a week, and then the 2 weekly ones.
Yeah, it's really not a big
Yeah,
like
there's gonna
time
be a week
commitment at
order
all.
telling you to kill
Yeah.
what, and if you've already get it a week.
Okay, so I'll put Ultron's alt under weapon. Do we have any other blacksmiths, either for armor or for weapons? I don't care.
The armor tree kind of splits off a lot. It's
Yeah,
probably
it's
good
so
to
many
have
points.
like one person per. There's like 3 main subcategories. Probably good to have like one person per subcategory if possible.
Okay, so we would need 2 additional armor smiths if that's the case.
We might not need.
I can tactically. My DK can do it. It's fine.
Because it's
tough 'cause you don't
135
know
points.
what you need, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
setting
135
someone to
points
go
to like
down the
max.
path, setting someone to go down the path that's like fucking chest, helm, shoulders, gloves, legs, and then they're not used ever would, you know.
I mean, the tier slot
Just be
ones are always
over.
going to be less valuable.
this, and then so me and Canada are in armor right now. Anybody else? If you can get one more, great. If not, then we'll make it work. Again, so these professions will matter more season 1, right? As the seasons progress, then more if it overlaps. It starts going down to just one person can do it, or everybody can fucking do it, right? Like any JC can do any gem, any neck, any ring eventually. Any blacksmith can do all weapons, all armor eventually. So it becomes less restrictive and less like having like multiple people in every single one. But in the beginning, when your talent points are finite, then it matters a little bit more. Okay, so let's leave it at that then if anybody else is going to say anything. So that is that. I'll post this, I'll update the crafting channel. Just another call out to the crafting channel, by the way, so I know you guys ask it a lot. There is a crafting channel. It's, just scroll somewhere, it's there. So before you ask repeatedly who's blacksmith, who can do crest, it's all information is there, you don't even have to ask. That's why I made that channel. Okay, professions are done. Okay, quick note, leveling groups. Never made them, never will. Lower who you want, level by yourself. I don't fucking care. Okay, doesn't fucking matter. I know most people will be early access. I know some might not, or some are busy that weekend. Cool. Okay, I'm sure multiple people, especially with early access, will be leveling multiple tunes. If you want to group up, do your thing. But for whatever reason, there was an expectation that I was making some type of sheet or assigning group. That is not happening, and it never will. I don't know. I don't think anybody should be expecting that at this point anymore. Alt prep. Okay, so this is a big one. So, well, there's a couple things about this. A, so obviously we're still doing splits, and B, the strength or like how geared it can get is pretty capped with the way that their gearing system is. So especially with the first season, this is the first time in a long time we're doing splits in the first season of first tier of an expansion, and like Speedy said, it's the hardest week 1 quote unquote because of the eye level jump. That means your alts will need to be at as good as a place as it can be. Doesn't mean I need you to spam Mythic Plus on it, when Mythic Week comes out, when Mythic Plus comes out. That's never been the case. But there were definitely alts going into a Mirjasil that were not up to par. And if you know who you are, if that was you, we've spoken to you individually if that's the case. But that especially cannot be the case for Season 1 of War Within. Okay, you cannot go into there with some like leveling fucking greens or blues or whatever, and like, okay, well, and be like, okay, like I have a tune that does nothing. You're actively hurting the raid by being there. Like, don't do that. Okay, it should be pretty easy to fucking level up. I think fucking what? I know I leveled 8 tunes in the start. Like it took like 5 hours each. There's nothing else to fucking do in the start, right?
Oh my.
On what?
That's a good job.
Okay. But there's literally nothing else to do. Like, we were so bored. What? Some of you guys leveled to renown 25 for Marukai just to get the fucking crafting
That was
thing.
Jason. He quit the game.
Oh, didn't Max do it too?
Yeah, I did it.
You did it too,
Yeah,
Max?
I was out there too.
We're a bunch of grinders in this guild, man.
Wait,
You
guys are joking, but you guys already know how degenerate this fucking guild is, okay? So like,
Shake
you
my
guys.
head.
Yo, we had the
Didn't
max
even have a
free
higher eye
chase.
level chest. Fucking cringe.
We had to fly around and fucking find the rare mobs fucking squad.
Those were
You guys
easy.
ground dirt, and not only that, you ground out the Rathian rep too for the cloak.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
man, I was just preparing for Moose.
Well, I'm not saying those are bad things, but I'm just saying
The
like
Cobalt assembly for the ring.
that one was easy. I did
That
that,
one was
too.
That one was valuable. The other ones, no.
Yeah, the other ones
But
are
then
dog
you do
That
it
was really
before it got
strong.
nerfed.
Yeah, me?
Yeah, you.
I don't really remember. Like before they nerfed like the ring, or did they nerfed the grind?
They nerfed the grind like 3 different times, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, there
pl-
was an
probably.
infinite spawn in the Rathion's place where you just get a
I,
bunch of rings.
bro, that time of the expansion is all blurred out. I don't fucking remember it.
I was
And every
drugged
day you
for it
wake up, log in,
constantly.
and flying a specific route to kill all the rares for the
I
little
hated
chance
that
to get
shit.
385 gear.
All I know is every day I leveled a new tune, and I brought 4 other idiots with me every time. So
That will not change in the upcoming expansion.
But anyways, that's my emphasis on alt prep. Okay, so please, some of you guys are just talking about your leveling, you know, a 3rd tune or whatever. I mean, there's plenty of time, school, do whatever. I know it's been brought up as far as since Mythic Plus will not be around in Heroic Week, what is the value instead of like grinding Mythic Zeros if we spend our time in like a 3rd split? I'm really not interested in entertaining that right now because I just don't think that. I think that's I mean, I think that's true, and I think that also requires a level of competence and 3rd alts. Plus, we're getting that ready. Let's just focus on a 2. I think that's getting ahead of ourselves, so we won't worry about that. But for that one other alt, make sure it's fucking good, especially for tier 1. You know, fly around, do your Mythic Zeros on it. Like I said, don't have to do Mythic Plus. That's cool when that comes out. I would venture to say do your weekly at least. Try to like, you know, get each other like Mythic, like the weekly chest, like just at least one, right? So you get a free piece of gear every week because you're sure as hell not getting loot from fucking raid.
You're doing a key, say, hey, I got 1 slot for a little rat. Go.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll slide right in there, man.
But fucking, you know, be smart about it. Trade that shit, right? Don't fucking put 4 rats and then ask me to come tank it, and then, oh yeah, we didn't know. We thought it would be good. No, fucking.
Number 1 might make an appearance in the first week.
Okay.
Where's Ty Warrior?
Put down.
That's just a PSA for people, by the way, to not to.
If
Yeah, if you see Ty Rory, you're in your key rod.
But yeah, like I said, be smart about it. Same thing, be smart about Mythic Zeros. Like, try to gear stack where you can, and so you can fucking waste as little loot as possible. And that should be it in terms of alt readiness. Let me post the list for expected mains and alts.
Where's that getting
Oh
posted?
boy. Y'all
I
ready for
swear to
Cat
God, if
Enjoyer?
there's like 6 evokers, I'm gonna scream.
What if
Gonna be
it's 7?
7. There's gonna be 7
I'll
shamans.
kill myself. I will kill myself.
Put an
Immediately
announcement.
on the spot, live streamed.
So that is everything except tanks.
Don't do that.
Obviously tanks. Who knows? I gotta look more into it. As of right now, I'm leveling a DK. Vep, I know you're probably leveling a DK. I think they took a big fat shit on Paladin. So,
Yeah.
God damn it, Pika.
Hey,
I don't.
Hippopotamus is elemental.
That's fine, but you're melee DPS. You're fucking rogue.
I understand.
You're an actual idiot. But
My brain is bruised. Give me a fucking.
Yeah. What was your excuse before, buddy?
No excuse before, but I got an excuse for 3 more days.
anyways, for tank shit, we'll talk in our group chat. Let's get closer. It was looking kind of like DK Paladin, maybe DK Vengeance, maybe double DK, but they took a big old shit on Paladin. I don't even know how good that feels bad. It looks bad. It feels bad. I doubt, but you know, maybe they change it. But
It is bad.
I know.
Yeah.
You fucking depleted a 2 or something.
Wait.
Like 40 deaths or something. And
It was a 4 and it was like 53 deaths. Yeah.
Okay.
I blame
Don't
Tali.
let him blame
Didn't
me like
kite
that.
enough.
That's fucked up.
First season's always the kite enough.
But for the healers, melee DPS, range DPS, that's all there. Okay, it's arranged by what your main is. And again, this is preliminary. In no way, shape, or form are you locked into any of these classes. If you have a change of heart, you know, if they fuck over your spec, Blizzard comes out tomorrow, they take a big ol' shit on Mage, then you know we can reevaluate. But this is the preliminary. What are people playing if expansion launched tomorrow? I know there's a lot of some of these options for alts were like you know, maybe this or this, like you weren't sure, or maybe you're leveling both. I put the first one or whatever you lean towards. Obviously, that's up in the air. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Healers, it's fine, but just keep in mind, as of right now, you're all alting a paladin. The exception of Jim.
Yeah, I'm talking right now, dude.
So I mean, I get why, but basically what you're saying is if Blizzard takes a big old shit on Paladin, or H-Pal specifically tomorrow, maybe
Going red.
Probably right.
We're gonna have 4 shamans.
I got Cat Enjoyer ready.
So that's fine. Like I said, this is subject to change, but just know, I know why y'all picked Holy Paladin. Be careful of that going into as we get closer to raid, because you're going to be really susceptible to something that most likely get nerfed.
Bottom SMH.
What the fuck else I was gonna say? I know some of this too. Like some of you guys are like, both of them are possible mains. That's fine. Fuck, I was gonna say something else. I forgot. Oh yeah. So right now, we have 4 healers, right? Pika is playing Og, and also our 5th healer. But most likely, what will need to happen in both groups is we will need at least the option to having a 6th healer in both groups. Sometimes it's not even a throughput thing. It could be like Farok, where it was literally a spell thing. Like if you don't even have the 6th healer, you just fall behind. You don't need to be omega fucking competent at it. I just need at least 1 extra healer on both groups. Meaning I just need 2 people to say that they can possibly heal. I'm assuming Luna is 1. Okay, and I already know the comments about what Jogosi preservation looks like. I get it. He does.
It will also be propaganda. It will also be propaganda.
Do not preserve Dragosi.
But that's 1. I need 1 other one, and really, it's
option is like a priest or a shaman, right? Like
I don't. Ty, if you want to heal on an alt, I don't care.
What do you mean? I can do it.
That is up to you. I need to know now, or else I'm looking at like the only other options are one of the shamans need to learn how to play Resto. Shlum needs to.
No.
Okay, Shlum.
I can probably play Mistweaver.
DPS brain needing to think. Oh no.
You can fist weave.
Okay, Brother Speed can Mistweaver.
Hippopotamus will resto if
I do not want to see that. I don't even want to see it.
Absolutely not. I am AFK. Cooper has a vet appointment that day.
Wait, why don't you heal?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm playing yet. I'm DK right now.
He's watching through me and healing.
But we have to take a healer.
What?
Why don't you just heal?
Yeah, but the whole purpose of like being able to swap in for a tank, I can't do that as a fucking healer.
Yeah, but then we'd have
first couple of weeks just taking keys.
It's not that fucking. Yeah, tanking key is actually like that's what I learned in season 2. It is the biggest thing. Y'all just sit around like you have 1 tank.
Looking for tank.
Look for tank, and then you just all whisper 1 guy, and like I'm stealing this guy, I'm stealing him, or oh why does he hate me? I don't know. So I think tank's important. I mean I can if I just level up the siege and learn how to play holy, but then again, that's a 5th holy paladin. So
I can heal if somebody explains it.
So there's this thing called a cloud burst.
Lucky for you, we have the best Resto Shaman teacher.
I charge for tutoring.
Wait, chain kills is there?
Ooh,
Night Fae, huh?
Followed him up.
Okay, so let's see what the options are. I already know Luna, Brother Speed, put Mistweaver on the table. Who else had it possible? Burp.
Dak just whispered me. He said he wants to try out Resto.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last time I said that about
If you don't say anything, Dak, that means it's true.
Yeah.
Dak, you gotta say something.
He said, "I really
You have to
love
say
the
it
tree."
in
All right,
voice
so
chat.
it's Luna, Brother Speed, and to a certain extent Jarvis, depending on how he can learn Resto.
You mean why are you sleeping?
I just haven't played it since like season 2.
There's an easy. You can just chain heal. I mean, you're fine.
Yeah.
True.
We're just talking about for heroic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Like,
heroic.
there's a pretty
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
like build. There's a more complicated and an easy one. You can
Yeah.
just spam chain heal and be fine.
Just play the easiest like stupid proof build available. Like you're just there to support as
Yeah,
a
I can heal
healer.
heroic, but I don't. I'm
Yeah,
not
this is a
Mythic.
heroic.
That's all that's required is
If
having a pulse.
if Jagussi was healing Mythic, then maybe we should just change raid days, honestly. But
What the fuck?
I could have a pulse and heal.
okay, so we just need to. Those options are there, so I can plan accordingly. So both for shamans, brother speed, Luna as necessary. So I know to put you guys in separate groups so that if we do need a 6 healer, that is available. But the main 5 have you guys covered for the most part, and everything else, for including Mythic. Don't worry about healing Mythic at all. Okay. Let's see. Check these TMs. What do you guys tell me? No, you're not playing Dev Gym.
What?
What the hell?
Let's talk about leveling, dog.
What is PvP leveling?
What?
You
get extra XP, right?
Oh, you mean
Oh, he
war
means
mode?
war mode.
War mode, yeah.
Didn't they get rid of that?
I don't know. Thought
I
that
don't
it
think
was
Horde
active
has
in
it.
DF.
I
don't
think
think Horde
that's
has
the
it.
only benefit it has.
Yeah,
though.
you just
They
get
got
more
rid of
XP.
the other benefits.
You
Everyone's
don't
pretty
get like
chill.
extra
But, like,
rewards.
Is there? Because this was the case in or
We
how it is
did
now.
when we did 5 men, and it was worth because we could bully everybody.
No. What I mean now is cross faction is open, but open
Oh
world.
yeah, I don't
content-
know. You're right.
open world
I have no
content
idea.
Was the one thing that you couldn't do. Like I don't think you can quest still together. Is that still true? Does anybody know?
I have no idea.
Can you still quest
I don't
with
think
each other
there's
on
anything
War mode?
about it.
Well, I don't think you could quest together on either before. Like you couldn't quest together. Like first of all, you have different campaigns. I think, right?
Well, it wasn't a thing before Dragon.
Yeah,
like, it happened in Dragonflight,
in
right?
Dragonflight.
It was like 10.1 or whatever.
Yeah, I hadn't thought
but I'm
about
saying
that,
if-
but you
if-
might not be able to quest with the opposite.
But I'm saying if you try right now in retail, you can't quest together. That's the one outdoor
I've
content. is the
never
one thing.
I've never tried to quest after 10.1, so I don't know.
So
Yeah,
depending,
you
The
will
cross
be
faction thing
you will
was
be
in
hostile
Shadowlands
even if you're in the
at
same
the
party
end.
in War mode.
so depending on how that still works out, because the reason I'm asking, because they're now enabling like cross faction guild, or not cross faction, cross realm guilds and shit. So I don't know if they're like knocking down barriers, but if everything stays the same, keep that in mind when you make leveling groups or like choose whatever you're leveling with. You might need to be in the same faction before you come August 26th, log in, try your first quest. It's like, oh, we're different factions. We can't do anything. So find that out first, because you most likely can't.
Can you queue into heroics?
You
Or
can
not heroics, sorry, leveling
queue-
dungeons?
You can do
Yeah.
dungeons together, but the open
You
world
can?
content. I'm pretty sure not.
Because you can't right now.
I think you were supposed to be able to in beta, but they disabled it for some reason.
Okay.
Or maybe it was an accident that you could in beta and it disabled it. But you can at
I
least
mean, I
walk
don't know.
into
They
the dungeon,
literally
right?
actively reverted it.
You can-
Yes,
you
you,
can
could
walk
walk
into the
in. You
dungeon.
just
You can
can't.
walk in. I don't think you
Yeah.
can queue.
Like
Rossum
it was.
healing was a mistake, by the way, Hippo. That should have never happened. So I don't think you should reference that.
I don't know, Jim.
I can't
You got
believe
title
Kev
as a
M's
healer.
like main.
I tried to explain it. It just didn't stick. It did. I don't know what his brain just wasn't ready.
I don't know. Did you get title as Price Evoker?
What the
The
hell?
first time I respect anyone with a title is will be fun.
All right.
Are we
Title is
still
a
gonna see week
participation
2
trophy,
Jim
man.
like
Of course,
world rank 1
that's
keep?
the only way to play.
So
That's how I get. I'm not getting any fucking loot.
the other thing I'll say about leveling things, if you can, if the option is available to you, because I know, like for example, Tally most probably will. If you can get ported to a RP realm that's low pop, you should probably do so. Right. So
Tally, hook us all up.
No,
How does that
I
work?
can do that. Because RP realms aren't sharded with regular realms.
How do you get ported though?
Though they just invite you
Supposed to get RT before slot.
Oh.
Like if they're the leader, you'll be in RP realm with them.
And then if you
What
leave,
if you have
just kick
two
you back out.
accounts? Can you have an alt on an RP realm?
Yeah.
And then import you?
Yeah, should.
Do they have to be in the zone?
I believe
don't
you have
know.
to be within a certain level range and near
Yeah.
somebody, like same continent.
I'm
Maybe.
I'm not sure the exact rules, but I know that's generally what Tally does. If Illidan is too dog shit, granted there is early access, so I'm sure it won't be as bad as I'm sure, but hopefully it won't be as bad as prior expansions because it's split between the rich people and the poors. But
based.
Oh, we'll see.
I think a lot of people are gonna be paying, so it's still gonna be bad.
Fuck them.
Yeah, but even if you take 10%
Are you
away off the people of expansion launch, it's still a noticeable amount.
Yeah. It's not fucking Warlords of Draenor launch.
But yeah, that's just a suggestion. You don't have to do it. You can level nail it in. For most people, it's fine. Just suffer through it, get ahead of the pack, and it doesn't matter anymore. But that's just a suggestion if you want to try it. That was, I think, it for my agenda. Does anybody have anything that they have questions? Other topics that we didn't talk about they want to bring up?
You said you are doing a separate week or like selection for me, and do you have a second person doing that, or are you just relying on like
anybody.
McAdams and Discord or some shit?
McAdams, Tev, you, or anybody. It'll be in this. So what I'm going to do is for the Shade Pack, instead of having every single boss have raid leader lists within every single boss, I'm just going to have raid leader shit all in a group separate from all the other bosses. So you just have to click on that group, check or uncheck. It'll be unchecked by default, but you can just go and click that group, check off the never or whatever, and then it'll be enabled rather than going into every single boss, looking at specific weak auras and checking them all off one by one. So it'll just be a group you touch, toggle on, toggle off. And that's how I'm going to handle that. Anybody else?
How's your day?
Are servers up yet?
Nope.
Nope.
They've got another hour before they have to extend it.
No, they don't. It's
I
gonna
thought it
get
was
close,
by
and then it's gonna get extended again.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
9
9.
yet.
Midnight?
Yo,
Midnight?
Yo, that shit ain't coming up
Fucking
tonight, bro.
midnight
At all.
release.
Yo, EU's coming up before
EU's
us.
gonna come up first.
They're not coming up either, bro.
Yo, I hope they do.
Midnight
The thing is,
expansion
too,
is right
didn't they-
here.
They also made a
already
post saying once it's up, you'll still have to wait for your war bands to like fucking load.
Like 20
right?
minutes or some
Yeah.
shit.
20 minutes. Like it comes up at midnight. You're gonna wait 20 minutes for your fucking war band.
I'm gonna be honest, I am not logging on when the servers come up because I think it will literally fuck everybody. I don't
Yeah,
trust
I'm not
possible.
logging on tonight.
Only if you're an LVI user.
Yeah, imagine using that fucking virus.
Dear goddamn, I'm fucked.
Pika, what was that message to?
The no.
Yeah.
We could say it was to Flower Bloom and Dragosi Prez.
What?
Yeah.
What could
Let's
Luna
switch.
play that wouldn't evoke
Let's
that
switch. Let's switch.
response?
I just need
For a
to
healer, you mean?
Different
Do
game.
you mean like a healer?
Different game.
Just
Uninstall.
anything.
I mean, he could play a different class. I just don't know if
Final
he can
Fantasy.
heal.
What's
He wasn't good in that game either.
Farusi, you said?
Is it Final Fantasy?
Oh.
But yeah,
I don't
fuck
know
Pika.
about Final Fantasy.
You know what you
either.
did.
What about Final Fantasy?
Is that what the Weep shit is? That comes out next week?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy
I thought
comes
that
out
raid
next
came
week?
out already.
No, it's the normal raid, dude, not the hard mode raid.
I tried getting back into it, and I did like 2 quests, and I fucking stopped.
Alright. Reminder, so we have raid tomorrow. Okay, so we are...
Are we doing
What
2 or
bosses we
just
gotta
1
do?
reveal?
I'll be up. Let's start with Amirjasil. So we're gonna do Laradar, 2 Laradar, Smolderon plus Frog. So basically the only thing we can skip is fucking the green wing. And then we gotta do skip to Sarkareth tomorrow for Crank. For his portals, plus the mount.
Why do we do 2 Laradars? Does he need 2 kills?
No, two up to
Up
Laradar.
2.
Okay.
Up 2. And then for all the like bullshit bosses, I'll try to like swap in some of the rats. Or the new main swaps or crazy. I don't even know what the fuck you named it. Laying piss or whatever the fuck you named it.
It was supposed to be Throat Queen. I don't know if you did that.
That name was taken.
Wait, do we still have
Yeah.
vaults?
No, Rossum probably has that
It's a
fucking
sad
name, dude.
moment, Pickle.
Rossum has that name.
What did you ask, Ultron?
Do we still have vaults in pre-patch?
Do we still have vaults?
Yeah, vaults.
Yeah, you still have
Yeah,
vaults.
but it's pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, for the alt shit,
The
it's
alt
still
is
good.
big, yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is literally, we're not doing vault shit at all. We're literally just funneling some 525 gear.
So
to
we're
other
doing
people.
1 run up to Farok with
Yes.
Laradar, and then
Yes.
we're doing 1 Sark. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is all awakened. Okay, this is
Yep.
not free shit. It's all awakened.
It's okay.
And for sales, we're only doing like one group a week of 2.
Unless the difficulty is so low that we can do 2 a week, but I don't foresee that being the case.
We need to see how strong we are and how strong
Yeah.
the bosses are.
Keep in mind, melee people, I'm pretty sure most of your changes are in. Your arms are T-Rex arms now. So...
Oh,
We
right
hate melee. Fuck melee.
Honestly, the worst change they've ever done in the fucking game.
No, Paladin, I'm pretty sure, also has T-Rex
They
arms.
took away Holy Paladin. I don't know about the other spec.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, they normalized all
They took
melee
away that
ranges,
talent
right?
that you can't...
Yeah.
You can't...
No Blade of
They took it away
Justice
for-
and Templar's Verdict from 20 yards, but
Yeah.
you,
They
you
made it
can't
so
melee.
you still get a
feral
lot
one
of
doesn't
it,
work
yeah.
either. The feral one only works for spells, not like abilities.
Yeah. But just...
I'm used to it. Right.
Which is
Just
dumb.
before you guys are standing and shit because you can't hit it from 40 yards away anymore.
Hey, I
But-
can't get parried
Just like
anymore. It's
Death Knight.
based. No more rogue parry.
You can't get parried anymore?
Oh, hero tree, no parry for rogue.
Anything else?
You don't
I'm
have
missing?
hero tree yet.
Not yet. Don't have, who cares?
Oh, there's no hero trees. Levels. You don't get your first hero talent till 71.
They should have given it to
I'll
us,
give it to them
honestly.
tomorrow.
It should have been tomorrow. At least the first fucking
Going
node.
once. Going twice.
Oh, what's our schedule looking like for the Black Ops 6 closed beta?
I'm about to piss my pants. Can I leave?
Hey,
I
I'll see you
already
at
did.
tomorrow at raid. And raid test. I'll put the post the announcement for raid testing on Thursday if you're able to come. Plus the crafting shit I'll post tonight.
And I'm just doing rings, right? Just
Are servers even up tomorrow?
we won't know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
If they're not up, we'll approach that when we get there. But I'm sure Blizzard has a bigger problem if their server's been down for more than 24 hours at that point. You are doing rings.
Okay.
That's it. That's
Yep.
all I see.
Thank you. We're good to go?
Yeah. Good to go. Hour and a half. GG. Did you record that, Ultron?
Yes, I did.